KNDY.
Good evening and welcome into our final Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week as the high school basketball season for 2025-26 comes to a close here tonight from Linn. Max Blasky along with you here for the ride as we get ready for our final regular season game between the Linn Bulldogs and the Frankfort Wildcats here on KNDY FM 95.5, streaming online at kndyradio.com and the free KNDY mobile app, as well as on the Blue Valley Technologies YouTube page. You can go check that out here this evening. Got a full slate of games here tonight to close out the regular season, looking at action around the area. We'll have tonight's Frankfort and Linn game. Meanwhile, Valley Heights is at Onega. Donovan West is at Washington County. Blue Valley at Centralia. Axel at Clifton Clyde. And north of the border, Weeping Water is at Diller Odell in the boys contest. And Southern is at Pawnee City in a boys contest as well. Of course, opposite of our broadcast this evening over on AM 1570, FM 94.1, Bruce Deerking has the call as the Marysville Bulldogs look to close the season out on a winning note as they host Abilene, as Rock Creek is also in action versus Clay Center. And Concordia is at Nemaha Central in NCKL action tonight. We're going to take our first time out, hear a word from our sponsors, and when we come back, we'll get you ready for girls action here tonight between Frankfort and Linn on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week.
Dr. Brittany here with Marysville Dental Care, where your family's health is our top priority. Dr. Zach, our team, and I are the family dental home you've always been looking for.
Our comprehensive dental care is designed to serve all of your dental needs. Whether it's a routine cleaning, braces, or cosmetic work, we provide the highest quality of care with a comfortable experience. Visit our office across from the Marysville Courthouse or go to marysvilledentalcare.com to schedule a visit.
Have the smile you've always wanted with our team by your side.
Titan West Incorporated manufactures corral fencing, gates, and chutes. A square deal better. Titan West now manufactures circular working corral, cattle, hog, horse, and bison equipment. Phone 1-800-252-0847 for dealer information. Circular working corral, cattle, hog, horse, and bison equipment. Manufactured here in Linn, Kansas by Titan West Incorporated. Phone toll free 1-800-252-0847.
This new year, you deserve better. Better internet, better speeds, and better service from a company that gives back to your community. Sign up for Blue Valley Technologies Fiber Internet and get 3 months free. Already a customer? Try a faster speed for 3 months at no extra cost. For more details, visit us at bluevalley.net or call 877-876-1228. Happy New Year.
At Oldie Seed, we are locally owned and locally grown. The corn, soybeans, and sorghum we sell are tested in plots throughout the region in close proximity to our customers. This ensures we are testing a yield environment just like yours. We are dedicated to our Know to Grow research program. It's our family's commitment to delivering high-yielding crops for you, the American farmer. This season, partner with Oldie Seed for locally owned and locally grown solutions.
Bott Cattle Company, proud supporters of Bulldog Athletics, feeding cattle for 5 generations in Palmer, Kansas. Remember to eat beef and go Bulldogs.
Support the Frankfort students and teachers through the Frankfort Wildcats Booster Club. Your donation helps teachers, staff, and students from preschool through high school, funding books for K-6 students, field trips, scholarships for seniors, athletic support, teacher appreciation, and so much more. From prep rally meals to movie trips and even state competition admissions, the Wildcat Boosters make a real difference. Join the Frankfort Booster Club by contacting the Frankfort schools at 785-292-4486 and see a change happen firsthand.
Well, welcome back into our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. Marysville Dental Care is where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentist in Northeast Kansas. Go to marysvilledentalcare.com to book your visit and receive the care you deserve. A big thank you for their sponsorship all season long, and a big thank you to our game day sponsors here tonight, including Parthimer Electric, the Palmer Cafe, First National Bank in Frankfort, Linn Post and Pipe, Blue Valley Insurance Agencies, Law Office of Elizabeth Baskerville Hilton in Washington, Coolman Implement, Landall Company, Willow Creek Dairy, M&R Auto Parts, Union State Bank of Palmer, F&A Construction, Bott Cattle Company, Wanklin Oil, Bruna Implements, Moe's Stop and Shop in Linn, the Linn Community Nursing Home, the Frankfort Area News, Flint Hills Mechanical and HVAC Services, United Bank and Trust, Frankfort Booster Club, Midwest Products, Oldie Seed, Titan West, and Blue Valley Technologies, as we're live on their YouTube channel here tonight with the free stream available. As we look at our girls game, tonight's matchup, it's the 7-5 Linn girls against the 7-15 Frankfort girls. Linn under seventh-year head coach Trevor Kuhlman, of course, looking to make another deep state run, finished up runner-up last year in Class 1A Division II to the Hanover Wildcats. Meanwhile, on the other sideline, Doug Thompson has taken over first year, coached here at Frankfort, and has been a little bit of a struggle offensively for the Frankfort girls, averaging just 32 points per game and coming on a 7-game losing streak. They did start the season off for a respectable 3-2, but lost 6 straight going into the Twin Valley League tournament at the end of December and first part of January. As for the Linn girls, once again, they're looking for another deep run at state, averaging 51 points per game while allowing to just 37. They fell in Tuesday night's contest to Clifton Clyde, 57-46. But before that, had a 6-game winning streak going on out of the Twin Valley League tournament. All 5 losses, 2 for Linn, have come to teams with winning records, as Clifton Clyde was 15-8, Centralia 17-3, Hanover 19-3. Little River, of course, top team in Class 1A Division I at 20-1, and Thayer Central of Nebraska at 20-4. So with battle-tested Linn girls that is looking to win their second straight over Frankfort. The last time they did that was all the way back in the 2013-14 season when they won 2 straight, as Frankfort has won 9 of the last 10 matchups. When we come back, we're going to take a look at how the sub-state pairings shaped out for both of these teams, as that will get kicked off Monday here as we are on the final day of the regular season for high school basketball.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover. Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
Whether you're going to spend your time on the golf course, jetting off to some popular vacation spot, or simply spending time with your family, it's time to start saving for that nest egg. And United Bank and Trust can help you do that with an IRA. Offering a full line of IRAs, United Bank and Trust has trained professionals to help you begin planning for your future. On the course, on the road, or at home. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC.
Every week, stay informed and connected with the Frankfort community top stories by getting the Frankfort Area News, a small-town newspaper dedicated to their subscribers, advertisers, and community. Established in 1991, the Frankfort Area News is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love hearing from their readers. If you have a story, wedding, birth, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News, 785-292-4726.
Linn Community Nursing Home raises the standard in long-term residential care. You'll discover a family-oriented atmosphere where visitors are welcome 24/7. Rooms are already furnished and can be personalized with your favorite photos, decor, and those extra special touches. Your loved one will enjoy the savory restaurant-style menu available, ensuring nutritious meals. The Linn Community Nursing Home is more than a facility. They're a tight-knit community dedicated to providing the best care in a place that truly feels like home.
This is Trevor Kuhlman, head girls basketball coach at Linn, and you're listening to KNDY.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
Max Blasky back with you here on our Marysville Dental Care. There we go. Max Blasky back with you here on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week as we take a peek at the postseason sub-state standings, or I guess where teams are going to be at. First in Class 1A Division II girls down at the Wakefield sub-state. Hanover is your 1 seed. Linn is your 2. Axel is your 4, while Blue Valley is your 3. Linn will get a first-round bye in action Tuesday as they look to finish the season off here with a win. They will take on either 7-seed Tesket or 10-seed Thunder Ridge on the 2nd of March. Meanwhile, for the Frankfort girls in the Class 1A Division I Clifton-Clyde bracket, they are the 10 seed along with 2 seed Centralia, 6 seed Clifton-Clyde, and 11 seed Onega. Frankfort will take on 7 seed Canton-Galva on Tuesday. They will be on the road for that one with a 6 p.m. tip-off. I got to make sure my dates are right. Yeah, on Tuesday, if Frankfort's able to get by Canton-Galva, they will take on 2 seed Centralia at Centralia on the 2nd of March. As we talked about the season for both of these teams, again, it's been a little bit of a struggle for the Frankfort girls offensively as coming into this game. Tessa Parthimer leads the way with 7.5 points per contest. But finally getting back Ashlyn Dallinghouse was a big help for the Frankfort Wildcats late in the season, as she's averaged just north of 6 points per game in her 13 games back here this season. As for the Linn girls, it is junior guard Bailey Peters leading the way with 14 points per game, also leading this team, or second on this team defensively at 2 steals per contest. Meanwhile, Gretchen Bond has really turned it on the back half of the season, averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 2 steals per night. And defensively, again, is where this Linn team really makes their mark. They average opponents into 23 turnovers a night during the regular season. So defense is going to be a huge factor here this evening as we close out the Twin Valley League regular season with the Linn Bulldogs hosting the Frankfort Wildcats. We're going to take our final time out of pregame. When we come back, we'll get starting lineup for you, national anthem done, and on the game time here from Linn.
Moe's Stop and Shop in Linn is your stop. Fuel up and fill up at Moe's Stop and Shop. They have gas available, plus they have drinks, snacks, and a whole lot more. Your convenience store is Moe's Stop and Shop. Find them right off the highway in Linn, Moe's Stop and Shop.
Wanklin Oil is proud to serve the community with propane, gas, and diesel fuel right to your home or farm. Family owned and operated, they'll deliver your fuel with an old-fashioned personal touch. Their dependable quality service at the lowest price available makes them a leader in the field. In addition to propane and diesel, they also offer tank repair, sales, and service. For your fuel and heating needs, Wanklin Oil is just a call away. 800-794-2019. They have the energy since 1926.
Bott Cattle Company, proud supporters of Bulldog Athletics, feeding cattle for 5 generations in Palmer, Kansas. Remember to eat beef and go Bulldogs.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Hi, this is Miranda Mainin with Union State Bank in Palmer. We are proud of the work the Bulldog athletes and students put in during the season and all year long. The dedication and determination is what drives the Bulldogs to succeed on the field and in the classroom. Best of luck, Bulldogs. Join Union State Bank of Clay Center, Palmer, and Barnes in supporting all area student athletes this and every school year. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Walk through girls sub-state pairings a little bit earlier. We're going to take a peek here at the boys. I'm sure we'll talk about it later on as well, but I'll let everyone know if you haven't seen them yet. 1A brackets have been released. 2A and 3A will be released tomorrow after games conclude tonight in those classifications. As we take a look at the boys' standings, 1A Division II in the Wakefield bracket, Linn is the 5 seed in the same bracket as top seed Axtell. Linn boys will be in action on Monday as they will host winless Wakefield at 6 p.m. right here in Linn. Linn is able to get that one. They're going to have a great matchup against 4-seed Thunder Ridge at Thunder Ridge on the 28th of February. That game will be out there in western Kansas and Kensington, as this is one of the toughest sub-state brackets in the state of Kansas. Thunder Ridge was ranked number 3 in Class 1A Division II for most of the season. They picked up 7 losses in the back half of the year, but that should be a great matchup between the Linn Bulldogs and the Thunder Ridge Longhorns, as long as Linn does take care of winless Wakefield next Monday right here at home. Looking at the Frankfort boys in the Class 1A Division I Clifton Clyde bracket, Frankfort is your 8 seed, and they're matching up against 9 seed Centralia Monday at 2:20 or at 6 p.m. That's going to be 2 of the best scores in the Twin Valley League matching up, as Les Anderson of the Frankfort Wildcats and Glenn Oldford of the Centralia Panthers square off in that one. Winner of the 8-9 matchup will go on to take on top seed Opie, who is 19-2 at Opie on the 28th, so next Saturday. And then winner of that will take on the bottom side of the bracket. So a lot of action going on. Again, Linn girls, they get the first round bye with their record. Meanwhile, Frankfort will be taking on Kent Galva at Kenton Galva next Tuesday as we get ready for tip-off here tonight to close out the Twin Valley League regular season on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. We're going to take a final time out for the national anthem. When we come back, it's starting lineup and game time between the Bulldogs and the Wildcats.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Linn Willow Creek Dairy, established in 2004 and located right at home in Linn, is a proud supporter of the Linn Bulldogs. Linn Willow Creek Dairy is collectively owned by many individuals from the local community and beyond, all sharing a commitment to quality milk production and community values. Every day, their dedicated team works to care for their cattle and produce dairy you can trust. From the entire team at Linn Willow Creek Dairy, good luck to the Linn Bulldogs, cheering you on to victory and proud to support their hometown athletes.
With growth and expansion comes the need for more employees. Join the team at Landall in Marysville and Travelong by Landall in Waterville. Looking to hire mechanically inclined individuals for assembly, experienced painters and welders, and a traveling service technician. Competitive wages, raises, bonuses, and a full line of benefits beginning after 2 months of employment. Learn more and apply online at landall.com. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
A beautiful rendition of our national anthem by the Linn Bulldogs. That fan always appreciates that here in the high school season. Tonight is senior night here, so a big shout-out to the 5 senior boys, Zach Hilton, Gabe Turk, Dylan Oley, Rick Hansen, and Noah Tholman. Lone senior Ellen Empty tonight. Little Linn girls will be playing their final high school basketball season or game here in Linn. Starting lineups down for you. Let's get right on into it. We're going to start with the visiting Frankfort Wildcats. Again, 7-15, averaging 32 points per game while allowing 45 points per game under first-year head coach Doug Thompson. They will start out at point guard Colin Shirley. The 5'5 senior guard, along with Miley Howe, the 5'5 junior. Ashley Ballinghouse, the 5'7 senior, will be in the swing forward position. Well, down low, it'll be Tessa Parthmer, who's leading their team at 8 points per game. The 5'9 junior, along with Lorelai Loizo, the 5'10 senior, who is averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds on the season. As for the Linn girls, now under seventh-year head coach Trevor Kuhlman, reigning 1A Division II Girls Coach of the Year. They are 7-15, averaging 51 points per game while allowing 37. They're going to start their usual starting lineup. Bailey Peters leads just this charge at 14 points per game, the 5'4 junior. Around her, it'll be Jenny Turk, averaging 6 points, 3.5 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, the 5'5 junior, while Gretchen Bott, second on the team at 10 points per contest, the 5'8 junior. Down low, the lone senior, Ella Enke, the 5'7 senior, who is averaging just 3 points per game, but brings a lot of defensive ability to this Linn team. And then Izzy Ruggie will close it out, the 5'11 junior, down low, averaging 2 points per, or 7.5 points per contest and 4.5 rebounds. We're ready to rock and roll in the jump circle. It is Loizo, it is Ruggie, and we are off and going here in Linn. First tip will be won by Frankfort as they will move it left to right, west to east, as we view it here from the south side of the dog pound. First possession is a turnover as miscommunication from Miley Howe to Tessa Parthmer creates the turnover. First shot for Linn inside spinner is going to be missed by Bailey Peters. Quickly ahead of the pack is Howe, but it's going to be taken away now by Turk. Here come the Bulldogs in their home white uniforms. Black Bulldogs on the chest, black numbers front and back, outlined in a gold yellow. Meanwhile, black stripe down the side. Frankfort in their red jerseys, white numbers front and back on the chest with a white Frankfort across the chest. Still scoreless here. First action, 2 turnovers already early on for Frankfort. Now there's going to be a partial tip inside on the shot by Gretchen Bott. Lorelai Loizo was able to get her fingertips on that one. And Frankfort will come back with the attack. Inside, there's a shot off the glass. Bounces off, no good from Tessa Parthmer. Frankfort goes with a 5-out set, still looking for her first score here of the ball game. And offense has kind of been the struggle for the Frankfort Wildcats. Mentioned it in the opening, only averaging 32 points per game on the season, shooting just 27% from the field, and turnovers too, averaging 21 turnovers per contest. Still looking for our first score here as Gretchen Bott missed her second one. Wildcats working around the horn on this 5-out offensive set. 6:21 left to play. First quarter, Dollinghouse inside, now kicks the top side to House. On about a 3, but now brings it here right wing. Inside goes Parthmer, has it knocked out of bounds, and possession will go over to Linn. Tyler Linn, Chris Dinner, and Jeff Bartles refereeing here tonight. I was told I wasn't supposed to announce that, but oh well, it is what it is. It slipped up. One of the best refereeing crews in the state of Kansas. I know Bartles had a chance to do some state basketball a couple of years ago. Of course, that'll be here before we know it, too, as well. Still scoreless as Jenny Turk gets inside, kicks it out right corner 3, halfway down and out, no good. Offensive board inside for Izzy Ruggie, who puts it up and down 4-2 to break open our scoring cap. Ruggie has been a beast on the boards this season, averaging 4.5 rebounds, including 1.5 offensive rebounds possession, as Lorelai Loizo picks up her first personal foul. First free throw is going to be off the mark from Ruggie. Free throw shooting, just like the boys, kind of leaves a little bit to be desired this season for Trevor Kuhlman's squad. Just 59% from the free throw line. They get there an average of 15 times per game. If they want to make another deep run at state, going to have some good shooting performances. Of course, coming off a tough loss at Clifton Collide on Tuesday night, 57-46. Frankfort works it inside. Loizo puts it up and down for 2 off the pretty pass from Miley Howe. I mentioned it a little bit in the opening, too. This Frankfort team, even though with just 7 wins, finally healthier back half of the season. And like they did in volleyball, don't be surprised if this Frankfort team makes a little run at a sub-state title. Well, they got a tough matchup again at Canton Galva on Tuesday night, and then top seed Centralia will be waiting for them. The Wildcats playing some good ball here of late under first-year head coach Doug Johnson. Gretchen Ball works her way inside and going to earn a trip to the free throw line. Bought so far this season, 62% from the stripe, knocks down the first one. That foul goes on Lorelei Loiza, so already her second. She's going to go to the bench with Paulin Shirley, and for her will be Savannah Jackson, the 5'7" senior, and Macy Wamp, the 5'5" senior. And this is a very experienced, upper-class-led Frankfort team that sees 3 seniors and 2 juniors start with those 2 seniors off the bench. Bott goes 1 for 2 from the stripe as she gives Linn their first lead of the game here, 3-2. Right corner. Barthamer looks to drive baseline. Finds a cutting Wamp inside for the free throw line. Kicks to left corner. Dollinghouse head fakes. Now Howe will work her way inside off the kick out. Keeps the dribble alive. A little scoop shot from the hip is off, no good. Empty possession for the Wildcats as Bulldogs bring it across the timeline right to left. Left corner, it'll be Bailey Peters. Sets up this offense against the 2-3 defense of the Bulldogs, or the Wildcats. Here's a 3 from the senior. Ella Emke misses that one off the mark. Quickly at the other end, up and down for Miley Howe. 4-3. The lead goes to the Frankfort Wildcats. Inside Peters from that left hand, so pretty, so quick to get down. Good-looking shot there from the 5'4" junior. Just drops it in, teardrops it in over the defense. Gives Linn back the lead by 1. Left corner, Jackson will set up the offense against man-to-man defense for Linn. Then we're going to have a foul down low as Miley Howe goes to the cup. I'm going to call that one on. Izzy Ruggie will pick up her first personal foul. First sub off the bench for Trevor Kuhlman's squad. It will be Josie Imke and Sophia Hilgen, the 5'8" sophomore and 5'10" freshman, respectively. Hilgen just a freshman, but has been a big part of this offense, averaging 7 points per game off the bench. Missed shot for Frankfort, side by Dollinghouse. Linn will control. Working her way inside is Bott up off the glass from the left block. No offensive board, already second for Izzy Ruggie. She can't finish. And now Ruggie, I believe, will pick up a personal foul. Her second already, team second. And Olivia Meyer, the 5'9" freshman, will check, or sophomore, will check in. And it is senior night here tonight for Linn as we close out the high school basketball season. Lone senior girl is Ella Emke. Meanwhile, boys game, and see the starting 5 of Zach Hilgen, Gabe Turk, Dylan Oldie, Brigham Hansen, Noah Thalman play their last game here for the regular season as Linn boys will play in their first round of sub-state. I believe, when did I say that earlier? Next Monday. Turnover by Frankfort on the possession. Trailing here by 1, 2:39 left to play, first quarter action. Left wing, Bott will look to get it inside this 2-3 defense. Linn going around the horn now. Swings it all the way back to Bott in the left corner. 2 feet inside the paint, kick out. Sophia Hilton drives left baseline. No offense for there. There's Olivia Meyer. Her first shot will be off the glass. No good. And we're going to see about 8 deep for Trevor Kuhlman's squad here this evening. Possibly could see the 8 for Doug Thompson's team. He doesn't like what he's seeing offensively. Takes the timeout. We'll take it with him. Early first quarter action. 2:06 left to play in the first. Linn Bulldogs lead by 1, 5-4.
This is Doug Thompson, head coach Frankfort Wildcats, and you're listening to Wildcat Basketball on KNDY 95.5.
Since 1935, farmers have relied on sales and service from Kuhlman Implement and Hardware in Linn. Your certified AGCO Gale, Gleaner, Husqvarna, and Massey Ferguson dealer, Kuhlman can service tractors and farm equipment as well as automotive. They'll keep you going with any job around the farm, stocking hardware, parts, electrical, and plumbing supplies, as well as custom-made chains and hydraulic hoses. Count on Kuhlman Implement and Hardware in Linn.
A reminder, your home for K-State, KU, and all things Twin Valley League athletics is KNDY. Opposite of our broadcast over on AM 1570, FM 94.1, Bruce Dierking has the call as the Marysville Bulldogs are in action this evening as they are hosting Abilene. 3-ball from Wap, left corner, off the mark, no good. Good box out there by Enke. Linn will control. Works it right to left over the timeline. 2-3 defense still here for Frankfort. In the right corner, it goes. Thought about the 3-ball from Peter. She's been trying to work it down low to the block to Meyer. It's going to be a kick ball. Possession will stay with the Bulldogs as Holland Shirley will check into the ball game for Riley Howard. Also coming in will be Leah Cook, the 5'7" junior for Frankfort. Linn will inbound underneath their own basket. Flat 4 across the baseline. Trigger will be Gretchen Bott. Looking for the post inside, but goes top side to Peters. Sets up the offense left wing now with Josie Emke. Linn very diligent, we'll say, here offensively after losing to Clifton Clyde on Tuesday. Linn was coming off a very big emotional win over Centralia last Friday. Sophia Hilgen knocks down a 3 when you keep talking about the offense. First triple here tonight for the Linn Bulldogs in the area of the court. They're just 25% from the floor. Defensively, again, making their mark as they lead by 4. 42 seconds left to play first quarter. Jackson, right wing triple. Backside rebound ripped out of there by Gretchen Bott. Here come the Bulldogs inside. Floater off the mark. No good from Bott. Having a struggle at it. Scoreless from the floor. Now a travel is going to be called on Leah Cook in the backcourt. 5 turnovers already for Frankfort. Linn is yet to commit a turnover. They do average 14 turnovers per game, but again, force their opponents into 23 turnovers so far on the season. Keely Estes will step in the ball game for Frankfort. Hilgen's back in too for the Bulldogs. Peters thought about a straight-up 3. Now she'll swing it left side. Emke will fire away. She can't hit, but offensive board tracked out of there by Sophia Hilgen. Extra possession here for Linn with 9 on the clock. Right wing 3. Hilgen off the front of the rim. No good. Being fought for down low. And we've got a whistle. Is that going to go on? Tessa Parthimer picks up her first personal foul. Final 4 seconds of the quarter. Right corner, 3. Josie, no. Offensive board, Hilgen can't get it up to go. And through 1 quarter of play, it's the Linn girls leading here on senior night, 8-4 over the Frankfort Wildcats. We're back to our second quarter action of our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week after this word from our sponsor.
As a farm or ranch owner, you've invested heavily in your agribusiness, especially in your livestock. Protecting them from accidents, fires, and other natural disasters is crucial for your farm's success. At Blue Valley Insurance, we recognize the importance of your animals as assets to your livelihood. Visit our offices in Linn, Greenleaf, Hanover, or Marysville to explore comprehensive livestock insurance options tailored to your needs. Safeguard your farm's future with Blue Valley Insurance today.
The Law Office of Elizabeth Baskerville Hilgen provides legal assistance with a personal touch located in the heart of Washington, providing services in the area of estate planning, probate, estate and trust administration, conservatorships, and real estate transactions. Libby also offers her services on business planning and formation, collections, guardianships, and adoptions. Every case is handled with experience, dedication, and community-centric qualities you deserve. Call the Law Office of Elizabeth Baskerville Hilgen to put her local experience on your side.
a low-scoring first quarter here between the Bulldogs and the Wildcats. Last time these two teams met up last season, it was a 52-39 victory for Linn. That was Linn's first win over Frankfort since the 2014-15 season. Linn won 2 in a row the year prior to that and won follow-ups of 3 in a row back then, but since then it was all Frankfort Wildcats. Here the Bulldogs lead, though, by 4, doubling up the Wildcats, 8-4 early second quarter. There's shot clock here for Linn. So Bulldogs taking their time offensively, trying to find the best shot. Big jump stop inside. No, Olivia Meyer wrestles the offensive rebound, gets it off to Gretchen Bott, who's going to earn a trip to the line. Jenny Turk was the one that made that offense happen. Olivia Meyer, an offensive rebound. The average is 2 rebounds per game that can play a vital role for this Bulldogs offense the rest of the season. Free throw will be off from Bott. Second one upcoming for Gretchen. That's off the mark, too, as well. Bulldogs just 1-4-5 from the free throw line here to start this ball game. Again, mentioned earlier, just a 59% free throw shooting team. Bott usually a pretty reliable 61%. So far here, not tonight. Turnover by Frankfort, their 6th of the game. That's 5 in that first quarter. Linn had no turnovers in that first quarter, so taking care of the ball, but a very low-scoring quarter here so far. And as Linn leads 8-4, 6:45 to play here till halftime. Good take inside by Jenny Turk as she lays it up and down off the glass. Her first point here tonight. Breaks our scoring drought. Couple minutes. Doug Thompson wants to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. Well, something up in the huddle. Come back out with it. We go into timeout. 6-point lead for Linn. 6:27 to play here until halftime.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs. That's the standard at First National Bank, Frankfort.
My community bank has responded to the changes needed to keep my money safe and secure. They've switched to cards with the latest technology, which is safer and more secure than before. My community bank provides safety and security while staying on top of the latest banking trends.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank, Frankfort, proud to be your community bank. Member FDIC.
Load, sort, and work your cattle easier, faster, and safer with equipment from Linn Post and Pipe. Wrangler portable corral, stationary working equipment, guaranteed gates, and continuous fencing, all available to make livestock handling safer and more efficient. Linn Post and Pipe is in the business to help ranchers do what they do best. So naturally, they provide only the most durable and best quality livestock handling equipment. Linn Post and Pipe Supply, built to last for generations.
Offensive struggles for both teams in that first quarter. There was 6:27 to play until halftime. Good feed, though, inside as Loizo finishes it off from the assist from Dallinghouse. We're line now with 4 of Frankfort's 6 points. The pass on the other side. Poor shooting performance for Linn in that first quarter was 21%. Frankfort 29%. But there's a 3-ball and a big difference so far here in this game. Bailey Peters knocks down the triple from straight on. Second made 3 for Linn. Has them now up 7. Here's a turnover forced by Emke. And then a double dribble will be called on Ella. So first turnover of the contest comes late into about midway through the second quarter, so not too terribly bad. And Ella, a lone senior on this Linn roster. Looking to go out with a bang here in front of the home crowd on senior night. Now a over and back will be called as Macy Walk gets caught on the Bulldog at center court. And these teams will be in action, or Frankfort will be in action on Tuesday. And they're going to start postseason play at Kent Galva at 6 p.m. Meanwhile, Linn gets the first round bye. Their first game will be the 2nd of March. Shot is missed inside by Gretchen Bott, but an offensive board, and now a putback by Jenny Turk. as Turks quickly got 4 points in this ball game. And a balanced offensive attack here for Linn this season. Bailey Peters leading with 14 points, 10 from Gretchen Bott, 7 from Sophia Hilgen, 7.5 for Izzy Ruggie, 6 for Jenny Turk. Just a real balanced attack here this season. Subs will come in for Frankfort, Holland Shirley for Ashlyn Dollinghouse, Miley Howe in for Macy Watt, and Sophia Hilgen checks in for Olivia Meyer. 15-6 is our first half score, 5:22 to play here until girls halftime. Coming up at half, we'll take a peek at scores around the league as Mr. TVL Sports Spotlight Jeff Wirtz is here tonight. Turnover first forced by Linn at the other end. Jenny Turk's going to get whacked and earn a trip to the line for 2 free throws. Linn only 1 for 5, though, here from the stripe in this ball game, as Miley Haug will pick up her second personal foul, and Lorelai Wiseau on the bench early in this quarter with 2 personal fouls herself. First free throw is down by Turk. Second one for Jenny is off the rim, no good, but then Olivia Meyer is going to get called, or Sophia Hilgen, going to get called for an over-the-back foul. Might not seem like it now, but severe weather season will quickly be upon us here in Northeast Kansas. A reminder, KNDY is your storm season survival guide. We'll keep you safe and informed when the weather turns bad with hourly weatherology updates as well as live and local reporting right here on KNDY, FM 95.5, as well as FM 94.1 and AM 1570. Pass inside is going to be tipped away here by Turk and taken away by Imke. Off and running now are the Bulldogs. Left corner. Hilgen will look to attack. Now top side. Holland Shirley pick up a personal foul. She tried to poke it away from Bailey Peters. That'll be Shirley's first foul. Team's third foul. As Linn here leading by 10. 4:40 to play. Kind of slow and offensively challenged first half for both of these teams. In the end of the first quarter, it was Linn leading 8-4 and only shot 21% from the field. Meanwhile, Frankfort shot 29%, but they had 5 turnovers, too, in that quarter. Really a bugaboo for the Wildcats this season. Topside, Peters, head fakes on a 3, now gets it inside the bot, kicks it out, left baseline shot's going to be long from Jenny Turk. Taken here by Savannah Jackson. Now how quickly out to the other end. There's Loiza with the easy layup as she got behind the defense of the Bulldogs. Lorelai Loiza, perfect 3 for 3 here tonight. Normally a 25% shooter on the season, but easy to hit them when they're all layups. Foul will be called on Frankfort on the other end, 4th personal foul. They gave that on Loiza. Lorelai just can't stay out of foul trouble here tonight as she's going to have to go right back to the bench. Inside, pass to Turk, kicks it out left corner to Peters, who tries to throw it inside back to Bott, but it's going to be poked away. Turnover Bulldogs, and now Dollinghouse loses it off her hands over in the far corner. Back-to-back sloppy ball for each of us. In our final regular season game here this season. Thank you all for tagging along all season long, as KNDY is your local sports leader all season long, not just during playoff time, although those will be here right before we know it, getting started next week in Northeast Kansas. We'll have our complete broadcast schedule published on KNDYradio.com, as well as putting it out on our Facebook page when we know where everyone's going to be. Here, waiting on 2A brackets to come out this tomorrow, probably, and then 3A for the Marysville Bulldogs. Speaking of Bulldogs, Linn leads this one 16-8, working it around this 2-3 zone. Now a foul's going to be called down low on Tessa Parthimer. Parthimer's going to pick up her first personal foul, 15 foul already. So Sophia Hilgen will earn a trip to the free throw line. Hilgen on the season, a 60% free throw shooter. She's only been there 20 times here this year, as leading is Bailey Peters with 100 attempts coming into this contest. Ella Emke will go to the bench. Sister Josie will check in for her. Macy Wap will also check in for the Wildcats for Miley Howe. And Parthimer picked up her second personal foul. Hilgen's second free throw is down, so she splits the pair after missing the first one. Here come the Wildcats, left to right, across the timeline. On Shirley, nice backdoor cut there to Tessa Parthimer, but she can't hit the floating layup. Still being fought for. Another shot up by Ashley Nollinghouse, but she can't find the mark. Linn finally comes away with it. Leading here 17-8, 3 minutes left to play. Straight on three for the lefty Peters. No offensive putback, yes, though, from Sophia Hilgen. She cut in from the left wing. Found the soft spot in that Frankfort defense. Knew what to do with it off the offensive board. Now here's a steal by Hilgen of Wap. Hilgen to the rack, puts it up and down for two. And head coach Doug Thompson needs a timeout. We'll take it with them. It's all Bulldogs here early in the first half, leading 21-8.
Call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
The Palmer Cafe is the place to go for the best food and the coldest beer in Palmer. Enjoy a great hometown atmosphere with daily specials, burgers, desserts, and a whole lot more. And did I mention the Palmer Cafe has the best food and the coldest beer in Palmer? Well, they do. The Palmer Cafe, the heart of the Palmer community. And make sure to check out the Palmer Cafe on Facebook.
Titan West Incorporated manufactures corral fencing, gates, and chutes. A square deal better. Titan West now manufactures circular working corral, cattle, hog, horse, and bison equipment. Phone 1-800-252-0847 for dealer information. Circular working corral, cattle, hog, horse, and bison equipment. Manufactured here in Linn, Kansas by Titan West Incorporated. Phone toll free 1-800-252-0847.
Out of the timeout, Wildcats get away from the full court pressure of the Bulldogs, but can't get it to drop down as Tessa Parthimer misses the shot inside. On the other end, partial block by Savannah Jackson will lead it off to the Wildcats as Hilgen tried to take it baseline. Sophia now with 5 points in this quarter, leading the way with 8. Three-ball Holland surely halfway down and out. No good there from Holland. And 2 threes made already for Linn as another one's fired up now. Josie Emke left quarter, off the rim, no dice. Board being fought for, and it's going to be taken away and put in by Gretchen Bond. Took that one right out of the hands of Savannah Jackson as now Parthimer works across the timeline. Inside, open is Jackson, and a foul will be called on Hilgen. 2 free throws coming here for Savannah. First time Frankfort's went to the line here in this contest comes with 1:20 left in the first half. Hilgen's second personal foul will be called on her. High arcing free throw from Savannah will be off the mark. No dice. Free throw shooting just 46% for the Wildcats this season. They only average 12.5 attempts per game and making just under 6 of those. Not a very aggressive team, I guess we'll say. Usually free throws are an indication of how hard you go to the rim. I don't want to say they're not aggressive, but sometimes, too, it just depends on how hard you go to the rim. Inside shot's going to be missed by Peters. Olivia Myers gets the offensive board. Now a floater is put up and down by Jenny Turk. She's got 6 points here, 7 points, all in the second quarter as we go under 60 seconds here in the first half. Near steal at half court by Bott, and it's going to be off of Frankfort, tipped off of their hand, and possession will go over to the Bulldogs. And coming up here at half, we'll take a timeout. Word from our sponsors. We'll have a recap of this first half. Also have a look around the league, courtesy of Jeff. Sports Spotlight on this final regular season day in the Twin Valley League. Inside, Gretchen Bott thought about it, but kicks it out now to Peters with 34 on the clock. Here's Bott again from just inside the free throw line. No, will rattle home. Olivia Myers saves it. Good hustle by her, but now it'll be knocked out of bounds by Frankfort and will stay with the Bulldogs. Bott will inbound, deep left corner, 24.8 on the clock. And no shot clock here in Linn this season, so don't have to worry about that. Against this 2-3 defense of the Wildcats. See what head coach Trevor Kuhlman got in his back pocket here for a last-second shot. Peters attacks left, looking for help top side. She gets it off the Bott. Bott drives all the way to the rim. It will be fouled and earn a trip to the free throw line. Savannah Jackson picks up her first personal foul. Gretchen Bott back to the stripe. She was 1 for 4 far here in this contest. First free throw will rattle home for the junior. Storyline for Frankfort so far in this one. Turnovers yet again. 13 unofficially in this first half as Bott makes good on both free throws. She's now got 5 points. Final 3 seconds. Inside taken away by Peters. She won't get a shot off, and we go into halftime with Frankfort leading this contest 27-8. Frankfort was held to just 4 points, all from Lorelei Loizo in that second quarter. She leads Frankfort with 6. Meanwhile, it is Sophia Hilton off the bench leading the Bulldogs with 8 points. 5 of those coming in the second quarter as Linn leads Frankfort as a halftime score 27-8 on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week. A reminder, Marysville Dental Care is where Dr. Brittany and Dr. Zach are your number 1 rated dentists in Northeast Kansas. Go to MarysvilleDentalCare.com to book your visit and receive the dental care that you deserve. Halftime score sees the home Linn Bulldogs leading on senior night 27-8. We'll be back with the first half recap after this word from our sponsors.
This is Trevor Kuhlman, head girls basketball coach at Linn, and you're listening to KNDY.
This new year, you deserve better. Better internet, better speeds, and better service from a company that gives back to your community. Sign up for Blue Valley Technologies fiber internet and get 3 months free. Already a customer? Try a faster speed for 3 months at no extra cost. For more details, visit us at bluevalley.net or call 877-876-1228. Happy New Year.
At Aldie Seed, we are locally owned and locally grown. The corn, soybeans, and sorghum we sell are tested in plots throughout the region in close proximity to our customers. This ensures we are testing a yield environment just like yours. We are dedicated to our Know to Grow research program. It's our family's commitment to delivering high-yielding crops for you, the American farmer. This season, partner with Aldie Seed for locally owned and locally grown solutions.
Bott Cattle Company, proud supporters of Bulldog Athletics, feeding cattle for 5 generations in Palmer, Kansas. Remember to eat beef and go Bulldogs.
Support the Frankfort students and teachers through the Frankfort Wildcats Booster Club. Your donation helps teachers, staff, and students from preschool through high school, funding books for K-6 students, field trips, scholarships for seniors, athletic support, teacher appreciation, and so much more. From prep rally meals to movie trips and even state competition admissions, the Wildcat Boosters make a real difference. Join the Frankfort Booster Club by contacting the Frankfort schools at 785-292-4486 and see a change happen firsthand.
From the ground up, Midwest Products Hanover can assist with concrete drives, parking, walks, entries, foundations, and support walls. Quality people help produce quality products, and you can rely on their crews for a job done right. Concrete plants at Hanover, Washington, and Clay Center. Midwest Products also haul rock, sand, and gravel. They have a crane for rent and can assist with site preparation. Start your next job with a call for a quote today from Midwest Products at Hanover.
As always, a big thank you to our sponsors. Always support local. Every chance that you get their support helps bring you this great high school basketball coverage that we've had all season long. As we look at halftime scoring again, that sees the Linn Bulldogs lead the Frankfort Wildcats 27-8. Short story for the Wildcats: 6 points from Lorelei Alonzo and 2 from Miley Howe. Turnovers, the story of that first half. 15 turnovers unofficially for the Wildcats. Shot a respectable 31% from the floor, but the difference is the made threes for Linn. Linn hit 2 threes in the first half. Frankfort 0 for 3 from behind the line. As for the Linn girls, it is freshman Sophia Hilton off the bench, leading the way with 8 points. She is 3 for 5 from the floor, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 7 points from Jenny Turk, 5 apiece Gretchen Bott and Bailey Peters, and 2 from Izzy Ruggie. Linn a very respectable 34% from the floor, just 2 turnovers, but leaving some points out there on the board. They're just 5 for 11 from the free throw line. Looking at rebounding numbers, leading the way for Frankfort, it is Tessa Parthamer with 4 defensive rebounds, 1 assist apiece to both Miley Howe and Macy Waugh. As for Linn, they've been all over the glass. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 offensive rebounds already in the first half, led by Jenny Turk's 5 rebounds, 4 for Olivia Meyer, and 4 for Sophia Hilton. Defensively, too, again, Linn will really like to make their bread and butter. 9 steals already defensively, but again, just 2 turnovers in this first half as Linn looks to win back-to-back games over Frankfort for the first time since the 2013 and 14 season. When we come back, we'll take a look around the league, courtesy of the TVL Sports Spotlight. Jeff Wirtz, get you ready for second half action here on our Marysville Dental Care Game of the Week.
Flint Hills Mechanical is a call away for your plumbing work, heating, and air conditioning. Backed up or won't drain? Call Flint Hills Mechanical. New and existing plumbing work, plus heating and air conditioning, as well as custom sheet metal service. Call on Flint Hills Mechanical. Find them on Facebook or give them a shout at 785-313-0103. Flint Hills Mechanical, Frankfort.
This is Doug Thompson, head coach Frankfort Wildcats, and you're listening to Wildcat Basketball on KNDY 95.5.
Whether you're going to spend your time on the golf course, jetting off to some popular vacation spot, or simply spending time with your family, it's time to start saving for that nest egg. And United Bank and Trust can help you do that with an IRA. Offering a full line of IRAs, United Bank and Trust has trained professionals to help you begin planning for your future. On the course, on the road, or at home. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC.
Every week, stay informed and connected with the Frankfort community top stories by getting the Frankfort Area News, a small-town newspaper dedicated to their subscribers, advertisers, and community. Established in 1991, the Frankfort Area News is the official paper of the City of Frankfort, City of Vermilion, and USD 380. They love hearing from their readers. If you have a story, wedding, birth, or something you think local readers would enjoy, or to subscribe, get in touch with the Frankfort Area News, 785-292-4726.
Max Lasky back here with you on KNDY FM 95.5 as well as Blue Valley Technology's YouTube channel. We appreciate Danny Ackerman and the crew all season long for allowing us to partner up with them and put that on there. Look at the halftime scores. In here in Linn, it is 27-8 in favor of the home Bulldogs. Elsewhere around the league, Jonathan Wesley's Washington County 28-12 at halftime. already going into the fourth quarter. The Centralia girls lead Blue Valley 45-31. Valley Heights at the end of one is up over Onega 16-9, and a 20-16 lead for the Axel girls over Clifton Clyde at halftime. In seedings for 1A have been set. Lynn's getting the first round bye. They will be at home on the 2nd of March, taking on either Pescott or Thunder Ridge. Meanwhile, Frankfort will be on the road next Tuesday at Canton Galva for a matchup against the 7th seed Eagles at Canton Galva, a game 6 p.m. on Tuesday. For Frankfort, winner of that game goes on to take top seed in the bracket and 2 seed overall in the sub-state Centralia. First half, or look around the league, is brought to you by Jeff Forts and the TVL Sports Spotlight. Be sure and give them a shout and a follow on Facebook, and be sure and tune in to the TVL Rundown every Friday during the 7 noon and 5 o'clock hours, about 20 after each Friday. Me and Jeff will chat about everything going on inside the Twin Valley League Athletics, brought to you by the Citizens National Bank in Greenleaf and Bruna Implement. Get your halftime score, sees the Linn Bulldogs leading on senior night 27-8. We're back with second half action after this.
Linn Community Nursing Home raises the standard in long-term residential care. You'll discover a family-oriented atmosphere where visitors are welcome 24/7. Rooms are already furnished and can be personalized with your favorite photos, decor, and those extra special touches. Your loved one will enjoy the savory restaurant-style menu available, ensuring nutritious meals. The Linn Community Nursing Home is more than a facility. They're a tight-knit community dedicated to providing the best care in a place that truly feels like home.
For the best in farming equipment with the service to back it, there is only one Bruna Implement Company, your local Case IH dealer. Since 1947, the staff at Bruna Implement Company works daily to provide the best parts and service when you need it, always dedicated to their customers. Bruna Implement Company has been family-owned for 3 generations, and they know what it takes to be successful as your area Case IH dealer. With locations in Marysville, Washington, Clay Center, Seneca, Hiawatha, and Humboldt, Nebraska. Stop by or give them a call today.
Moe's Stop and Shop in Linn is your stop. Fuel up and fill up at Moe's Stop and Shop. They have gas available, plus they have drinks, snacks, and a whole lot more. Your convenience store is Moe's Stop and Shop. Find them right off the highway in Linn. Moe's Stop and Shop.
This is Trevor Coolman, head girls basketball coach at Linn, and you're listening to KNDY.
You've reached Billy Bob's Propane. Nobody can take your call now, but somebody will get back to you sometime.
Yeah, this is Frank Jones, and I'm switching propane companies. Why? Wanklin Oil has more to offer, and to be honest, better prices. They also gave me options that fit my budget, and in case you don't remember, I called last week because I was nearly out of propane. You never called me back. I'm now out of propane.
Switching propane dealers is no big deal. Call Wanklin Oil at 1-800-794-2019. Wanklin Oil, we've had the energy since 1926.
Max Blasky back here with you on our final Marysville Dental Care game of the week. Second half action doesn't start too well for the Frankfort Wildcats as they turn it over. Again, they had 15 first half turnovers as Linn defense was everywhere. First possession goes inside to Izzy Ruggie. She turns around and puts it off the glass and in for a deuce. Ruggie's first bucket since way back in the first quarter. Pushes this lead now up to 21 for the home Bulldogs. And Linn trying to find a little momentum after falling Tuesday versus Clifton Clyde. Frankfort played last Friday when they fell to Valley Heights 58-31. Frankfort looking for a little momentum going into next Tuesday's contest versus Canton Galvin, first round of Sub-State. Here's a little momentum. Miley Howe drops down a triple from the left wing. The first 3 made by Frankfort. They were 0 for 3 from behind the arc before that one. Inside, the 10th will be taken up by Gretchen Bott. She's going to be whacked, earns a trip to the free throw line. as Tessa Barthomer picks up her third personal foul. Vaught in that first half was 3 for 6 from the free throw line. Linn as a team is 5 for 11. Trying to turn that on here. Maybe switching ends of the gym will do it. It does on the first one. Give me a chance to remind you that KU basketball will be in action Saturday right here on FM 95.5 as they host Cincinnati at noon. Pregame coverage will start at 11:30. Meanwhile, K-State will be in action at Texas Tech on Saturday. It's a 1:30 tip. That'll be 12:30 pregame starting over on our sister station, AM 1570, FM 94.1. Back-to-back offensive turnovers now for the Frankfort girls. Sorry, that's not back-to-back. 2 of 3 possessions in the start of the second half have ended in turnovers. Peters, left corner 3. That's off the rim, no good. But another offensive board pulled in by Linn. Vincent double digits offensive boards in that first half now as Howard takes it away from Turk. Trying to run the fast break, but Bulldogs get back. Now Turk returns the favor and takes it right away from Howard. Inside goes to Gretchen Bott, who lays it off to Izzy Ruggie for the easy dudes. Ruggie 3 for 4 from the floor now with 6 points. Frankfort running it, taken away by Ruggie. Another turnover. Wildcats. Inside all the way to the cup goes Gretchen Bott. And Doug Thompson needs a timeout. We'll take it with them. Linn on a quick 6-0 run here to start the second half as they lead 34-11.
Bott Cattle Company, proud supporters of Bulldog Athletics, feeding cattle for 5 generations in Palmer, Kansas. Remember to eat beef and go Bulldogs.
F&A Construction will build it right. Call today for a quick quote if you're building, remodeling, or adding on. Enjoy your home more and increase its value with F&A Construction. They'll tackle your every project to make sure it's done right. For complete construction services, call on F&A Construction today at 292-4692. That's 292-4692.
Hi, this is Miranda Mainin with Union State Bank in Palmer. We are proud of the work the Bulldog athletes and students put in during the season and all year long. The dedication and determination is what drives the Bulldogs to succeed on the field and in the classroom. Best of luck, Bulldogs. Join Union State Bank of Clay Center, Palmer, and Barnes in supporting all area student athletes this and every school year. Union State Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Linn Bulldogs force another turnover out of the timeout, but then Bailey Peters is going to be whistled for a travel, so right back to Frankfort it goes. Linn's outscored Frankfort here to start the second half, 7-3. Frankfort's only gone up 1 shot, and that was that made triple by Miley House. But other than that, in the first half, Linn more than doubled up Frankfort's shot attempts as Linn got up 29 shots. Frankfort only got up 13 as Loizo wild inside, misses off the glass. Quickly, here come the Bulldogs. Ella Imke with it. Lone senior on this team, still looking for her first score here tonight on senior night. Everyone else has been doing the scoring, led by Sophia Hilgen with 8 off the bench. Here's Imke, right corner, triple. Tried to speak that one into existence for the senior. Now 0 for 2 from behind the three-point line. She lets it fly. Speaking of letting it fly, Holland Shirley does, but it finds nothing but air. Back over to Linn. It will go. And MT coming into this game third on the team with 73-point attempts, only an 18% three-point shooter, but she is not afraid to let it fly. She's going to check out for Josie. Also coming out will be Gretchen Bott. And in comes Sophia Hilgen. And the freshman leading scorer so far here tonight, tied now with Vaught with 8 points. Top side, Peters will start it off against this 2-3 zone of the Frankfort Wildcats. And her first-year head coach, Doug Thompson, block inside by Savannah Jackson. Her second, Izzy Ruggie gets it back, but can't find the bottom of the net. As on the other side, a runner will be thrown up by Tessa Parthamer. Linn will control defensively. Head coach Doug Thompson again took over a 4-17 team last year. Frankfort Girls now 7-15, so win improvement on that category. They're taking a little bit step back offensively, though, and here's a three from Bailey Peters. Third Bulldog now with 8 points here, and she cans her second triple of the game, 2 for 5. One of the best guards in the Twin Valley League. Fully expect them to make a run for another state title this season. Peters is going to be a big part of it. Jenny Turk will be whistled for a foul, her first personal foul. No one from Linn in any real foul trouble. Ruggie and Hilgen both have 2 themselves, but with 3:29 to play in the third and a big lead, I'm sure Coach Kuhlman will let them play. 37-11 here in the third quarter. 3:30 left to play in the third. Miley Haug will attack left baseline. I'll kick it out. Jackson skip past Parthimer, right wing with it. Gets 2 feet inside the paint. Kicks it out to Shirley. Man-to-man defense here by the Bulldogs as it's been all night long, and that travel will be called on Macy Watt in one of those Wildcats that was glad to be back in action here. Back half of the season. Macy's only played in 16 of the possible 22 games. Dollinghouse, same note, 13 possible 22 here this season. That's really hurt this offensive production. Someone that's not having trouble with her offensive production is Sophia Hilgen as she cans the right wing 3 off the little flare screen. At the other end, Savannah Jackson puts it up and down for 2 for her first bucket of the evening. Hilgen now leading the way with 11 points for the Bulldogs. Inside it goes to Ruggie, and a jump ball will be called. Possession arrow stays with Linn. Ashton Dollinghouse and Lorelei Loiza will check in for Miley Haug and Holland Shirley. Hope you stick around for the boys contest a little bit later this evening. Linn boys 12-10 versus Frankfort boys 11-11. Of the last 10 contests, Frankfort's won 7 of them, including last year at the Twin Valley League tournament by 1 and then a 5-point win over at Frankfort. Linn turnover, third year of the quarter. That's more than they had the entire first half. Now it's going to be talked and picked. Jocelyn Dollinghouse has it taken away by Bailey Peters. And then it gets shoved into the mat for free throws, and I'm going to catch a quick 30-second timeout.
To keep your vehicle running good and looking good, all you need is M&R Auto Parts in Frankfort. Motor oil, air filters, spark plugs, batteries, brakes, and more. M&R also has what you need for the outside of the vehicle. Wheel cleaners, glass cleaners, washes, and waxes. That's M&R Auto Parts, your CarQuest Auto Parts dealer in Frankfort.
Lefty Peters goes 1 for 2 from the stripe. She's now got 9 points here in the ball game. Right wing, Jackson finds Dollinghouse. Left block up and down for Ashland. Her first bucket in 3 tries. In first half, only saw Lorelei Loiza with 6 and Miley Haug with 2. It was a slow shooting performance for both sides. Linn led at halftime, 27-8. Another triple from Sophia Hilgen, her third here tonight. Rains that one in from the left wing. Gives Linn the lead 45-15. Now make it 17 as Jackson has back-to-back buckets. Drops it in. Hilgen on the season, averaging 1.5 made threes tonight. She's doubled that up here this evening. Interior pass intended for Izzy Ruggie goes off of her feet out of bounds. Olivia Meyer will check in for Ruggie. 1:32 left to play here in the third quarter. It's been all Linn early in the ball game. Frankfort took an early 1-point lead. Linn took it back, I think, like 5-4 or something like that, and they've never looked back. Leading this one big 44-17, trying to close out the regular season with a win. Olivia Meyer is going to get whistled for a foul. 2 free throws coming for Lorelei Loiza. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
This is Doug Thompson, head coach Frankfort Wildcats, and you're listening to Wildcat Basketball on KNDY 95.5.
Linn Willow Creek Dairy, established in 2004 and located right at home in Linn, is a proud supporter of the Linn Bulldogs. Linn Willow Creek Dairy is collectively owned by many individuals from the local community and beyond, all sharing a commitment to quality milk production and community values. Every day, their dedicated team works to care for their cattle and produce dairy you can trust. From the entire team at Linn Willow Creek Dairy, good luck to the Linn Bulldogs, cheering you on to victory and proud to support their hometown athletes.
Everyone here in Lynn's got to be pleased with the offensive performance by the Bulldogs as they put up 44 points here. We've still got 9 minutes left to play in the ball game. Linn averages just 51 points per game. They're hitting them from outside, including from Sophia Hilgen, who has 3 triples in this ball game. Linn with 3 here in the quarter as well. Gives them 5 made threes tonight. And senior night, they'll host a sub-state game next week as Hilgen lets it fly from deep again, misses that one. Linn will host either Teskett or Thunder Ridge on March 2nd. So let's look at the calendar. 2 weeks from now, we're going to take on, again, host either Teskett or Thunder Ridge. Frankfort Girls will be in action on Tuesday at Canton Galva. While on the boys' action, Linn boys will take on a winless Wakefield team next week. The 3 balls fired up by Savannah Jackson that misses. That game will be next Monday. And then Frankfort will be at home on Monday versus 9 seed Centralia in an in-district matchup, first round of sub-state. 44-18, here's our third quarter score. It's been all Linn since the beginning. Right wing, Hilgen, another one. She got it. 3 triples in the quarter for Sophia Hilgen. She's now got 17 to lead all scores as the end of the third quarter buzzer sounds. Sees the Bulldogs up big, 47-18 here in the third quarter. We're back with the final stanza after this.
With growth and expansion comes the need for more employees. Join the team at Landall in Marysville and Travelong by Landall in Waterville. Looking to hire mechanically inclined individuals for assembly, experienced painters and welders, and a traveling service technician. Competitive wages, raises, bonuses, and a full line of benefits beginning after 2 months of employment. Learn more and apply online at landall.com. EEO Vets and Disability welcome.
Since 1935, farmers have relied on sales and service from Kuhlman Implement and Hardware in Linn. Your certified AGCO Gale, Gleaner, Husqvarna, and Massey Ferguson dealer, Kuhlman can service tractors and farm equipment as well as automotive. They'll keep you going with any job around the farm, stocking hardware, parts, electrical, and plumbing supplies, as well as custom-made chains and hydraulic hoses. Count on Kuhlman Implement and Hardware in Linn.
As a business owner, you've worked hard to build your operation. Faced with constant challenges, we know how important it is when it comes to protecting the future of your company. Blue Valley Insurance offers a variety of plans to ensure you're properly covered, from shielding you against financial loss to protecting your employees. With one comprehensive policy, you know you'll have the coverage you need when you need it. Contact Blue Valley Insurance with offices in Linn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
Boy, hot shooting's going to continue for the Bulldogs as Bailey Peters starts this third quarter off with a triple. She's now got a dozen against Sophia Hilgen, the freshman, with 17 points here to lead all scores. She has hit 4 threes, including 3 in that third quarter. Linn hit 4 as a team as Loiza steps out for a triple. That's going to be off the rim, no good. Bulldogs will control as head coach Trevor Kuhlman's going to clear his bench. Timeout called by Coach Kuhlman. We're going to take it with them. It's all Bulldogs here, leading 50-18 over the Frankfort Wildcats.
The law office of Elizabeth Baskerville Hilgen provides legal assistance with a personal touch located in the heart of Washington, providing services in the area of estate planning, probate, estate and trust administration, conservatorships, and real estate transactions. Libby also offers her services on business planning and formation, collections, guardianships, and adoptions. Every case is handled with experience, dedication, and community-centric qualities you deserve. Call the law office of Elizabeth Baskerville Hilgen to put her local experience on your side.
Friendly, personalized service to meet your banking needs, that's a standard at First National Bank Frankfort.
I love my community bank because I received personal service after hours. When I was in a bind at a store, I made a quick phone call and they helped me resolve the problem. They were there for me when I really needed it. At First National Bank, they're not just my banker. They're my neighbor, friend, and an active part of my community.
Let First National Bank's brand of banking be responsive to your needs. First National Bank Frankfort, 93 years of complete banking service, proud to be a community bank, member FDIC.
Max Blasky back with you here on KNY FM 95.5, as well as online at KNDYradio.com and in the free KNDY mobile app. Also tonight, games on Blue Valley Technologies YouTube channel. So go ahead and check that out if you want to watch some action. Head coach Trevor Kuhlman empties the bench here late. It's a shot inside by Savannah Jackson will roll out. Brooklyn Peters into the ball game along with Aubrey Ruggie as a three ball's fired up there by Ella, and she's trying to find a bucket here on her final regular season home game in front of the home crowd. Inside Loizo off the rim, no good. Jump ball will be called between Jackson and Peters. We got a running clock here. Sophia Hilgen will take a seat on the bench in just a hot shooting night for her. 4 for 6 from behind the three-point line. She leads all scores with 17 points. And now a foul will be called on Linn. And they call that one on. It'll be on Brooklyn Peters, her first personal foul. Inside shot's going to be missed by Howe. Defensive board pulled out of there by Meyer. And subs in there, Brooklyn Peters, Olivia Meyer, Aubrey Ruggie, Aubrey Ruggie, and Ella Emke, along with Abby Olson. And a standing ovation for again the lone senior here for Trevor Kuhlman's team as Ella Emke comes to the bench for the first time, or for the last time here in the regular season. Turnover, Bulldogs leads to a run out, and Loizo throws it off of Emke's thigh. And we're going to get a change, too, for Frankfort. Ellen Hyman will check in, along with Alice Hyman back into the ball game. And Keely Estes check in for Doug Thompson's team. Again, this has been all Bulldogs here in this one. Linn led 8-4 in a slow-moving first quarter, but then jumped out to a 27-8 lead at halftime. They led 47-18 at the end of the third quarter. Lead here big 50-18 now. Final regular season game of the year. Foul inside. We'll send Miley Houghton to the line, and we're going to catch a 30-second media timeout.
Load, sort, and work your cattle easier, faster, and safer with equipment from Linn Post and Pipe. Wrangler portable corral, stationary working equipment, guaranteed gates, and continuous fencing, all available to make livestock handling safer and more efficient. Linn Post and Pipe is in the business to help ranchers do what they do best. So naturally, they provide only the most durable and best quality livestock handling equipment. Linn Post and Pipe Supply, built to last for generations.
Miley Houghton knocks down 2 free throws, now tied with Lorelei Loizo for the team high with 7 points. In conclusion of this ball game, we're going to take a last word from our sponsors, and we're going to take a timeout for national news, weather, and sports look around the area, as they're going to honor the seniors here as in between the two contests. We're also going to hear from head coach Adam Schreiner and head coach Bennett Bargdale of the Wildcats and Bulldogs, respectively, as we get ready for the boys' action coming up. As Barthomer fires off a right wing three, that'll be off the mark. Tough night for her. 0 for 5 from the floor, scoreless this evening. And Linn in the final minute, 48, will look to close this one out. Bulldogs turning up the turnovers, though, as Haug takes it away. She goes and lays it up for 2. 9 points now for Miley. Again, it was the three-point shooting of Sophia Hilgen as she goes 4 for 6 from downtown. Team leading 17 points in this ball game. Jump Linn out to a big first-half lead. Meyer block, kicks it out to Brooklyn. Thought about a shot, now swings it here near side. That's going to be a 2 or a 3 from Abby Olson. Offensive board, put up, down, missed by Josie Emke, but Meyer will finish it off. Olivia's first points here tonight. And Linn, a quote-unquote young team in one season, that's Ella Emke, will be looking for another trip to a state title in their postseason. Will start next week. They're going to close out the regular season with a very impressive win over Frankfort. And Sullivan forced Frankfort into 22 turnovers here tonight, 24 actually. As Abby Olson fires up a 3, it's off the mark, no good. Final 24 seconds tipping off the clock. Inside to Meyer, will be tapped away at half court. Olivia gets it back, though, with 13. Very balanced attack this evening for the Linn girls, as they're going to hold out and pick up the victory, 52-22. Linn's second straight win over Frankfort, the first time they've done that since the 2013 and 14 season, as Linn Bulldogs pull away 52-22. Sophia Hilgen leads the way with 17 off the bench for Trevor Kuhlman's squad, 12 for Bailey Peters, 8 for Gretchen Bott, 7 for Jenny Turk, 6 for Izzy Ruggie, and 2 for Olivia Meyer, as Miley Haug leads the way with 9 for Doug Thompson's squad, Lorelai Loizo with 7, 4 for Savannah Jackson, and 2 for Ashland Allinghouse. But it's the Linn girls that will move on to 18-5, 8-2 on will finish out their league record, while Frankfort girls will drop to 7-16 and finish Twin Valley League play with a 2-7 record under first-year head coach Doug Thompson. Again, your final here this evening in the girls' game, it was all Linn leading 52-22 behind 17 points from Sophia Hilgen to put the Bulldogs with a win to end the regular season. We're going to come back after this final word from our sponsors. You'll hear ABC News. We're also going to hear from head coach Adam Schreiner of the Frankfort Wildcats, followed by head coach Bennett Bargdale of the Linn Bulldogs, as they get ready to tangle up in a great boys contest that'll match up 12-10 Linn versus 11-11 Frankfort after this break. And the recognition of the seniors here tonight, including Ella Emke, Zach Hilgen, Dave Turk, Dylan Oldie, Brigham Hansen, and Noah Thalman, trying to close out their high school regular season careers with a victory. Again, your girls' final, 52 for Linn, 22 for Frankfort, as the Linn Lady Bulldogs will finish the regular season 18-5, 8-2 in league. Frankfort falls to 7-16, 2-7 in league play. We'll be back with boys action after this extended timeout.
call Parthimer Electric at 268-0553. At Parthimer Electric, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services and are dedicated to providing customer service that is second to none. Parthimer Electric won't leave the job until you're satisfied. Parthimer Electric is available at all hours and offers flexible services for indoor or outdoor jobs. You can visit us on the web at the Parthimer Electric Facebook site or give us a call at 268-0553. Parthimer Electric in Frankfort.
The Palmer Cafe is the place to go for the best food and the coldest beer in Palmer. Enjoy a great hometown atmosphere with daily specials, burgers, desserts, and a whole lot more. And did I mention the Palmer Cafe has the best food and the coldest beer in Palmer? Well, they do. The Palmer Cafe, the heart of the Palmer community. And make sure to check out the Palmer Cafe on Facebook.
Twin Valley League athletes are firing on all cylinders once again. And with so many great teams in the TVL, one thing is for sure, you don't want to miss a second. The best way to keep up to date with everything in the TVL is the TVL Sports Spotlight. Hey, it's Jeff Wirtz, proud host of the Spotlight. Head over to tvlspotlight.com for the latest news, scores, and stories from one of the best leagues in the state of Kansas. That's the TVL Spotlight, brought to you by KNDY Radio.